Morning, Callum.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us. We're a couple of days away from Sunday's Scottish Cup tie at Ibrox. A huge opportunity for the club and a huge ask as well in terms of trying to get through to the next round.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great tie. I think it's for the club. It's especially, it's a great occasion for us. But we want to go and do our job. We want to go and put on a performance that merits what we've been trying to do this year. So for me, it's a really important game. We try and do things right. It's going to be a really tough game. Obviously, they've got top class players in their team, in their squad. But it's a cup tie, and we've got to go and go with that belief that we can actually try and cause them problems and see what we can do when we get there.
And I know we speak about it every week, the importance of starting games well, but none more so than going to a venue like Ibrox in terms of...
Yeah, I think so. Been there before, I think it's one of those, you've got to try and frustrate the crowd a little bit. We've also, on that flip side, you've got to maybe try and cause them problems. I think sometimes if you just sit in, it could be a long 90 minutes. If you go and attack, if it's done before, it could be a long 90 minutes as well. But I think you've got to try and get the right balance, and I think that's the biggest thing for us. If we can get the right balance of attack and defending, putting as much pressure as we can, certain areas of the pitch, certain times when to do it. They are good, they have quality. Obviously I watched quite a lot of their games this year, especially in Europe, and been really good. So it'll be a tough game, but again, it's a Scottish Cup tie. It's 90 minutes, and I've got a few sort of added additions, which has helped, and we've got got a lot of energy in the team, and we're going to have to use that. Not the starting 11, but 4 or 5 on the bench are going to have to come on and contribute to get a result.
And as a coach, are these the types of challenges that excite you?
Yeah, I enjoy them. I think for me, probably when I was a player, I probably enjoyed it more. It was more a test of myself against top players. And I think for my sort of younger squad, I think it's really important that it gives them a kind of a benchmark of levels and where they are, and hopefully they can step up and stand up and be counted. That's what we got asked to do. I'm really looking forward to it. As a coach, playing against going to Ibrox, 40,000-50,000. I think it's a great thing to go and do, and hopefully we can put a performance in that merits us.
And you touched on it there, as a young squad, a lot of them won't have played on at a stage like this before. There'll be real excitement in the dressing room, I presume. Yeah,
definitely. I think it's one of those. I think it's when you're a player, these are the games you want to play in. Especially because we're in the Championship, you want to play against the big teams, perform well against the big teams, and that's what I'm asking the players to do. Have the courage and the bravery to go and do what we're doing. Don't just revert back to a type. Try and do the right things in the game. If we can do that, if we can get a result, brilliant. If we get beat, well, if we do the right things, then sometimes you've got to walk away. But I'm going in there, and we're going in there with a positive mindset to try and do as well as we can.
And since we last spoke last weekend, there's 3 new players joined the club on loan. Are you pleased with the business that the club's done this week?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think we've lost 3 in the window. We've got 2 long-term injuries as well, so we were really thin. So I'm just happy to get extra bodies in the door. So again, now it's up to players. Again, it's that I'll look back. Obviously, we've got a couple of ones. Adam and Ben obviously can't play the weekend due to their either commitments with their club or cup ties. So once we get them back and we get a couple of other ones back injured, I'll have competition for places, which probably haven't had for probably 6 or 7 weeks now. So no, that's good. I think it's a challenge. You need it. So hopefully we can then start I watched a lot of games back, and either really poor goals were lost or some poor refereeing decisions that have cost us in games we've actually played quite well in. So I think it's trying to get that combination right, and within that, with the squad we're getting back to sort of decent strength. I think then we can hopefully start picking up some more results.
And how's that bigger picture looking in terms of availability? Obviously you've touched on a couple there, but how's that looking?
Yeah, we're still short of a couple. I think Callum is going to be maybe out for a wee while now as well, so it's a bit of a blow, but obviously we've got Adam in, which is great. Jack Thompson and Roddy. Jack's probably 50-50 for this weekend, and Roddy's probably another week away. So once you get those two, they're kind of my experienced players, and once I get those two back into the training, into the squad, it'll be a big bonus.
And I suppose for the run-in, it's important that we don't rush them back too early as well.
Yeah, Jack's the one probably, and probably try to rush Roddy back a little bit too early too. It's just got to be careful and make sure they're fit. I think it's really important. Have availability. I think when you get to this time of the season, there's always availability for a Saturday. As long as I can get that in numbers, then we've got a great chance of winning games.
Callum, thanks for your time and good luck.
Cheers, Sean.